This is a critical moment for people because I think people don't realize how powerful they really are. For so long, humanity has lived as if forgotten, disconnected from a fundamental truth about its own creative power. We have been taught to see ourselves as small, separate beings, subject to the whims of an external reality. But the quiet whispers of the soul, and now the clear voice of science, invite us to remember who we truly are, not victims of reality, but the very energy that creates it. This is an invitation to recall the creator within. In the quantum realm, there's no separation, nothing physical, nothing material. It's all energy, frequency, vibration, information, consciousness, thought. Everything we perceive as our solid physical reality is merely a vibrational manifestation within this unified field of consciousness. As Einstein so profoundly stated, the field is the sole governing agency of the particle. This means that matter does not control matter. The invisible field of energy is what governs the physical world. Therefore, when a human being learns to change the information they emit into that field, they are not just changing themselves, they are changing the very structure of reality. If I can change the information in the field, I can affect the particle, matter. We perceive the world as solid, yet the atom itself is 99.99999% energy and information, and a mere 0.00001% physical matter. This physical world is, in essence, a holographic projection shaped by the consciousness that observes it. What we call reality is simply the light reflected within the narrow visible spectrum, a single rainbow in an infinite ocean of frequencies. The feeling of separation, of an inside me and an outside world, is a profound illusion of our perception. There is no inside and outside. There is only one field of energy expressing itself in different states. If you take your attention off your body, off people, places, time, you become pure consciousness. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. To truly access the creative potential of the field, we must learn to withdraw our attention from the known world, from our body, from the people in our lives, from the objects and places that define our environment, and from the linear progression of time. This process is a gentle dissolution of the limited identity. You go from being a somebody to a nobody, from being somewhere to being nowhere, from living in some time to existing in no time. In that sacred instant where there is no form, no name, and no identity, the self returns to its original state as pure, unconditioned consciousness. This consciousness, free from the memories of the past and the anxieties of the future, is the point of original creation. It is the portal to the quantum field. If you open your awareness to nothing, the brain becomes highly organized. The constant stress of modern life fragments the brain's energy, creating a divided and reactive mind that is locked in survival mode. But when you expand your awareness into the spaciousness of the nothing, that realm of pure consciousness, your brain begins to enter a state of global coherence. The two hemispheres, the logical left and the intuitive right, start to synchronize and work as one unified whole. This unification creates a powerful electrical resonance where coherent brainwaves interfere with each other and amplify their energy. A coherent brain produces a clear, powerful, and orderly electrical signal. This is the conscious intention that the field can finally read. The clearer the intention, the stronger and more defined the signal you send out. If I ask you to fall in love with your future, your heart draws it to you. While the brain sends the electrical signal, it is the heart that acts as the magnetic center, drawing the corresponding realities from the field towards you. The elevated emotion of love is not just a feeling, it is the primordial energy that holds the atoms of the universe together. It is the creative force of existence. When the heart is in a state of coherence, its magnetic field can expand up to 3 meters around the body, broadcasting a powerful magnetic signature. When you learn to genuinely fall in love with a future that has not yet happened, that elevated emotion magnetizes the clear intention emitted by your brain, giving it the power to attract. You send the signal out and you draw the experience to you. This is the sacred union where true creation occurs. The coherent brain sends the clear electrical signal of your intention, the what. The coherent heart generates the powerful magnetic field of elevated emotion, the how. When there is a perfect vibrational match between your personal energy and a potential that already exists in the quantum field, manifestation happens. It is not something you achieve through effort or struggle. It is an experience you attract through resonance, a reality you receive because you have become a vibrational match to it, moving from a state of lack and seeking to a state of wholeness and drawing. You start seeing synchronicities, coincidences, opportunities. When your internal vibration begins to align with the frequency of the quantum field, the universe must respond. It begins to send you feedback. These synchronicities, these meaningful coincidences and unexpected opportunities that appear in your life, are the external evidence of your internal alignment. They are signs that your manifestation is moving from the energetic realm closer and closer to your physical reality. Your consciousness begins to perceive the hidden patterns of connection and intelligence that have always been there, waiting for you to tune into their frequency. People will look back at every betrayal and won't care anymore. That's the moment their past no longer exists. The ultimate act of manifestation is not about acquiring things, it is about transcending the past. When you prove to yourself that you can create a new reality from the field, you awaken from the illusion that you are a victim of your history. The pain of the past begins to dissolve, not because you try to forget it, but because your new vibration is no longer a match to the low frequency emotions of those old memories. In that moment, the Creator reawakens and remembers the ultimate truth. I am not separate from the field. I am the field. This is the spiritual redemption of consciousness, the sacred point where science and spirituality finally merge into one.